Hello everyone, welcome to episode 13 of Small Stages, Big Sounds. This week I'm going to let you know what's been happening around the South Wales music scene, and believe me, it has been a busy period. Starting off with the sad news that the Moon Club, one of the quartet of the central Cardiff grassroots music scene venues on Womanby Street, has had to close due to financial pressures. This used to be a venue for all from first-time performers to more established artists, and it's another one that has unfortunately fallen foul of the current situation and financial pressures that are associated with running a small grassroots music venue. Remember, people, if you want to keep it live, keep it local and support these smaller venues. The ethos of this podcast is to promote these smaller venues and keep highlighting the bands that are playing there by ensuring that our audience get the message across and actually attend these smaller venues, because these are struggling to survive. As our discussion with Mark David, the CEO of the Music Venue Trust, highlighted a few weeks ago, as much as 30% of these are likely to close unless they can get music fans through the doors. There are many ways that you can do this. Go and discover what they have to offer. Use hereby.com to find out what's going on in your area. Buy early bird tickets. You do this for two reasons. One, promoters have much less of a risk if you buy early bird tickets and support these venues. Two, they are cheaper if you buy them before you go rather than buying them on the door. This ensures that gigs are more likely to go ahead, particularly if there's a receptive audience there to actually watch and support the bands and the promoters. Keep it local, keep it live. Follow your favourite band on their social media pages. Check out their music on streaming services. Admittedly, they don't get a lot of money, but every stream that you listen to will eventually add up, and they may get enough money to tour and support you wherever they are. Go to a gig early to see the support acts. Stay after your favourite band have been on. Don't disappear at the end of their set. Buy the band merchandise and drinks from the bar. If you do all this, it will help keep it local and keep it live. In other news, Nico McBrain of Iron Maiden has announced his retirement from touring with the band. Having suffered a small stroke in 2023, he announced his retirement on December 7th in Sao Paulo. His replacement will be British Lion drummer Simon Dawson, and we would like to wish Simon all the best with his endeavours with Iron Maiden in the future, particularly as they have a large worldwide tour coming up next year. In gig news, the Kings of Leon are headlining Blackweir Festival in Cardiff next June. Tickets went on sale on December the 4th, with more acts to be announced. There are many, many other international artists playing in and around Cardiff Castle and the grounds as well next summer, including Alanis Morissette, The Script, James, Elbow, and Sting, to name a few. Returning to one of my favourite small venues next year are Swedish rockers Heat and my favourite Finnish band, the Von Hertzen Brothers. Both have announced gigs in the Fleece in Bristol, another small venue. Please support these local venues. The discussion I had with Mikko Von Hertzen a few weeks ago was that they would rather fill small venues and everybody enjoy it than go to a half-empty arena and nobody enjoy it. Local band Florence Bach have announced 2 sellout gigs in the Patriot at the end of December, playing one of their albums on each night. Whilst I'm talking about the Patriot in Crumlin, this is one of the local venues that appears to be bucking the trend, with regular sellout gigs by both tribute acts and original bands. Check out their website at www.home-op to see what they have on. Believe me, there's an exceptional amount of music going on in that venue. So, during the past month, I've been to multiple gigs, all in smaller venues. This included Scarlet Rebels twice, once in Thekla, which is a ship in Bristol and a fabulous little venue, and their Xmas show again in the Patriot, which was a sellout, an absolutely fantastic night. I also went to the Hot Damn album launch in Tiny Rebel in Cardiff, one of the smallest venues in the area with a capacity of 85. And I got to see Canadian roots rockers Bywater Call in the Globe in Cardiff. These are another band from Canada. Canada appears to be exporting an awful lot of blues-based rock music at the moment, and having seen the Commoners twice this year, and them having just completed their European tour, I did wonder whether they'd been home since we saw them at Steelhouse, but obviously they have. I've also seen the American blues singer-guitarist, the sensational Samantha Fish, in the Tramsheds. Believe me, if you haven't seen Samantha Fish, you really need to get along to one of her shows. The girl can really play guitar and sing. I also attended the Saturday of Planet Rockstock in Porthcawl this year, mainly to see one of our local bands that I've been supporting for the past 8 to 9 years, King Kraken, who opened up the main stage and did a grand job. I also got to see 2 other really good bands I've not previously seen, Saffron Gorman from Northern Ireland and The Damn Truth, yet another Canadian export. It was also another opportunity to see the Von Hertzen brothers again, who were, for me, the band of the day, in my opinion. You never know who you'll meet at these festival things. I bumped into Blaze Bailey by the merch stand, and it was nice to see him looking well. And of course, Wolfsbane had been announced as one of the bands on the Steelhouse bill for next year, and I'm hoping to interview Blaze Bailey in a few weeks' time. I also had the pleasure of seeing Blackstone Cherry in the Utilita Arena in Cardiff, who was supported by Skillet and Aaron Jones, who was actually a very good blues guitarist. I also got to see Miles Kennedy supported by Devin Townsend in the University Students' Union. I've heard of Devin Townsend, but never really followed his music. But I have to say it was a really entertaining support act of an acoustic set of all his music. And damn, the man can sing. Many of these gigs I've been covering as a writer and photographer for Uberrock, but would have bought tickets to see them anyway. Last Friday, at the start of Storm Dara, I caught Aliris, a metal band from Taunton, who were exceptionally brave to travel to South Wales from Taunton when there was a red weather warning on. And local band Black Lakes, again, these were both at the Patriot. Black Lakes are another band you really need to check out if you like metal music. They really are exceptional. Concluding my year in music venues, this week I'm going to see Cats in Space and new South Wales AOR band Powell Payne in the Memo in Newbridge. I also have Bridgend Rockers' Those Damn Crows again in the Utilita, before concluding my year in another small venue, Le Pub in Newport, for these 5 years headline gig. As a result of the trip to Rockstock and Miles Kennedy gig, in the coming weeks I'm arranging interviews with Tom Hollister from Cardinal Black, Saffron Gorman, who I've previously mentioned, Blaze Bailey, which I've already told you about, and Leela Braun of Canadian band The Damn Truth. And I also met with King Kraken on Planet Rockstock, but unfortunately we ran out of time in the interview. We'll be doing this again, and it is quite entertaining. It will be worth listening to in future. So, as you can see, the South Wales music scene continues to rock at a local and international level. Remember, keep it local, keep it live. See you next week on episode 14 of Small Stages, Big Sounds.